Okay, Dalton, I'm going to go ahead and read through your paper, and we'll make marks, and I will make suggestions as we go. Woohoo! Minden wins again in Lincoln. The games were excellent, with a bunch of three-pointers. Beating Kearney Catholic always feels so great to me. Here I would suggest putting a period after me, and then starting the new sentence. Brooke and Jamie, remember we need to capitalize names, I am sure got into the record books for threes and rebounds. That's a moment I will never forget. The Minden press was unstoppable from the whole starting lineup. I like your word choice in unstoppable. What it felt like was just astonishing. I would make a suggestion to maybe say the feeling of being at the game was astonishing. What it felt like, it's worded a little bit awkwardly, but it works. Okay, it felt spectacular to go to state and be in the mix to win it. Good word choice, in the mix to win it. First, watching Minden was a special memory in my life. That is really one of my favorite moments. It felt amazing to be a Minden fan in Lincoln in the championship game. The place got loud enough the whole town of Lincoln could most likely hear it. That is a special moment in my life. Okay, so a lot of times in this paragraph, we use the words special and astonishing and amazing. So these are all good words, but I want to know more detail. So I don't know what it feels like to feel amazing. Give me more detail. So my chest was thumping as the crowd cheered. I could feel my heart beating in my chest. Something along those lines. Give me a little more detail. All right, the next paragraph. It would feel so right to beat Pierce and win the championship, I thought. It felt like I could do anything they wanted to do. So it felt like, it felt like they could do anything they wanted to do if they tried hard enough. And this kind of tried, we need to change the Y to an I and add ED. They're shooting, wrong kind of there. Should be THEIR. Was, what do you call it? Tremendous. Okay, good word choice. I would maybe suggest putting some commas, and so when the reader reads it, they would know when to pause. So their shooting was, what do you call it? Tremendous. Okay, and even putting that word tremendous in all caps would have maybe emphasized that word more. Their first loss, again, this kind of there, came to Pierce in the championship game. It felt great. I think we can come up with a better word than great, to make it to the championship game. That is a special moment in my life. Again, special. Maybe we could have replaced that word. That was a very special moment in my life. You can learn a lesson from that game. If you try hard enough, you can do anything you want to do. Okay, I love the last sentence. Very good. So overall, a good paper. It's easy to follow. I think we could have made some different word choices and been a little more descriptive, but overall, really nice job. Here's the rubric that the state will use to grade you, and I will also be using to grade you for our class purposes. So for ideas and content, I would give you a 3. It's very easy to follow, but I would like to see some more details. So instead of a 4, I'll give you a 3 just because I'd like to see more details. For organization, definitely a 5. You had great paragraphs, a strong beginning, and a strong ending. Your word choice, I would give in between a 3 and a 4, so about a 3.5. You used good word choices, but we were a little repetitive with the words that we did use. Your voice was good, though. I like especially where it said, what do you call it? Tremendous. That was a really nice touch that really showed your personality. Conventions, I would give you a 4. We had some grammar errors and some mixed spellings, but it wasn't enough to distract the reader, and your sentences varied in length, so you did a really nice job there. So our goal was to get in the 3 or 4 range for the state test, and you definitely did that, so good work, Dalton.